not even a baker.
Yes, correct. I'm going to try something new. No. No. I don't know what I had in mind there. I was like, oh, I'll spin from the, yeah. It's a bit of a twofer today, champions. I'm going to make two things that go together. Today, champions, we're going to make a loaf of bread. What we aren't doing is making fucking sourdough. I'm staying out of that shit. I'm still waiting for my helmet to arrive before I attempt that shit on the internet. It's time to learn how to make a fucking loaf of bread. We're not going to make a loaf of bread that's a pain in the fucking ass. It's so fucking easy, you're going to give yourself the shit. We're also going to make garlic confit, which is something that sounds very, very fancy, mostly because the word confit is in it. And you're like, ooh, confit, coolie, wowee. We can do this. You with me? I've got to make confit first, so ignore that clap. I'll just make it a bit easy for you. Here's a list of all the stuff you need. Screenshot it or don't. Let's do it. That's it. You don't need a pan or a pot. You can use a thing. Anything oven safe is good. A bit of canola oil and a bad attitude. Right, turn your oven 130. No fan. If you've got a fan on, less than that. In the pan goes the garlic. That one doesn't go in there. Canola oil. Enough so the garlic's sitting in the oil. There you go, mate. Last but not least, bit of rosemary or whatever. Thyme. Squirt of toothpaste. Fucking do what you want. Into the oven we go. See you later, skater. Bang. Hour and 15 until it looks done. All right, let's make the bread bit. Very nice. Champions, the flour that you use makes a bit of a difference. You can use all-purpose flour. You can use zero-purpose flour.
Can't even use it.
Bread flour tends to be, wait for it, good. Tends to have a bit of a higher protein content. All-purpose is fine. If you can find double O flour or bread flour or whatever, you know, just great. But don't stress. 3 cups of flour. What am I doing? Weird show. Rip into it, Ryan. Teaspoon of dried yeast. I'm using sea salt here. I'm going to use, I don't know, like a teaspoon and a half. Here comes the Crossroads champion. I have some sugar here of the White Death variety. If you're in a bit of a hurry turbo, you can put a bit of sugar in it and that speeds up the proofing time. But if you've got time, you can just leave it overnight. Mix all the fucking dry shit together. I'm using a fork. Fork, yeah. This is lukewarm water. I don't know how Luke got in here, but he's warmed the water up. Introduce Luke. You don't want too hot because it's just because don't. It's no need is the technique. No need meaning there's no need. It's a need. Just tip it all in. All right, I can go down there. Just make sure it's all combined. It's not a passion project. You don't have to do any overtime here. It's pretty straightforward. Right, you can get your hands in there and just, you know, make sure it's all stuck together. Done. Cover it, very nice. Leave it somewhere warm, like around an oven. It's not too hot though, just warm. Great. We got that? Yes, we did. Plonk. Right, this thing is called a Dutch oven. It's good if it's nice and heavy, gets hot and stays hot kind of thing. The good thing about these is the lids get hot. If you don't have one of these things, it's fine. Throw the dough in the bin. No, I'm kidding. Any oven safe stuff with like a thick base that'll get nice and hot, that has a lid that you can put on it, that's all very oven safe, you can use that stuff too. Confit out of the oven. You know when these are done, the way you can tell is because you can squash them down, they squash. I don't want to squash them too much in there yet. Let's go let this cool down. This needs to go in. Turn this to $300,000 to $230. It's probably going to take a good 45 minutes, maybe even an hour for the whole thing, pot, oven, everything to get to that temperature. So it'll be all great. There's not much more to do. Next bit, right, bit of baking paper. It's weird, the bowl shrunk. So that's looking pretty good. Depends who you ask, really. We don't want to muck around with this too much. Chuck a little bit of flour on here. A little bit on your mate here. Gets your cum onto here. Very, very nice. You know, a little extra flour on top. Just want to encourage it into a shape that looks like it might become another larger shape of a similar orientation. I'm sure there's a few bakers out there tearing their hair out looking at me do that, but whatever. Let's give it another little pat of flour. Pretty happy with that. And cover it in this, so you can use a tea towel. If you can use a tea towel, put a bit of flour on the tea towel, that'll stop it sticking, and don't use a fucking feral one that's been hanging off this fucking thing down here for 3 weeks. Once that thing's fucking heated up, we're almost done. Right, it's time. Get it out of the oven. This is gonna be fucking hot. So be fucking careful. Okay, give it a little nick across the top if you like. That was fucking terrible. Okay, so quickly, very carefully, in we go. Nice and quick, lid on. Back into the oven, mate. Oh yeah. About half an hour with the lid on. Take the lid off. And just cook it for another 15 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. When it looks bloody good to you, it probably bloody is. It's fucking easy, I promise you. See you when your bread looks like bread. We did it. We've did a month. I can't believe we've done a month. It's like a video a week. It's been a lot of work. That's good. It's nice to be hanging with you. If you want to continue to help Jules and I just, you know, create whatever the f this is, we've got a swear jar there.
Swear jar is where the swears are.
Swear jar is where the swears are. I'll put a thing in the thing. You've heard all this before anyway. Oh, whoop. It's time to pull it out of the... I need that. Pull it out of the oven. Quite warm. Hey! What do you call that then, eh? Oh man, not bad. My little cut did f*** all. Don't let big bread tell you you can't have your own big bread, because you fucking can. Let's eat some. F*** off with a mozzie. I might cut into here and it might be dust, who knows. I mean, it's not going to win the great dickhead bake-off, but I'm not trying to win that. I'm trying to make bread with me mates. You go bang at the toaster or just have it warm out of the cow. Oh, don't give any of your mates out. That's rat bag shit right there. Oh, a bit of coach cheese, look at that. Pack of salt. Cracked pepper, you dickhead. Let's go. You have to have a go at this. That's it, swapping. Oh man, you gotta have a go at that.
Alright, let me have
Jump
a
with you.
Looks so good. Oh,
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Out of 7.
Out of 7.
Champions from Jules and I. Love ya. Just remember.
Fuck job, bread.
Bread. Nailed it. What's going on? Welcome up, champs.